If you're looking for a new way to generate new clients, fill your schedule, and raise your prices, you're definitely in the right place. Now, if there were no limits and you could design your barber career any way you wanted, what would it look like? I'm talking about how many days would you be cutting hair? How many haircuts would you do in a day? How much would you charge? How much free time would you have with your girl, with your family, with your people? How about 18 months from now or 6 months from now? Will you have taken vacations? Would you upgrade to a nicer apartment? As I say this, I'm on the 43rd floor of a Miami penthouse, just to really give you that inspiration and be able to pay your parents' bills, take them on vacations. Unfortunately, for the answer for most young barbers is no. So who am I and what could I know? That's a great question. I'm going to share with you guys my struggle, my highs and my lows. If you don't already know, of course, you followed the journey at some point. This is how I overcame them to become this individual today. I grew up in an impoverished town. All my brothers were on hard drugs. I'm talking about being in and out of rehab, my family members growing up. And I witnessed domestic violence. I know what it's like to feel neglect, dysfunction, being alone all through childhood. I grew up embarrassed as hell about the fact that I thought I was poor. And I thought I would never be successful in life because of my circumstances growing up without any special talents or self-worth. The mistaken view of cause and effect. You have to realize that you are in life right now. Where you are is because of you. Nobody but you. You have to realize the thing you're blaming isn't the thing at all. It's you. The doubts, the fears, they're all you. See, we've come to believe that people are born with it. They're naturals. It's in the family. We've come to believe that somebody's special. They have a specific identity and characteristics that define us as a person. Like I was in Ohio in a town of 5,000 people that do drugs, so I must be that. But it's not true. You see, people say things like, oh, people don't change. Be yourself. Stick to your roots. Don't forget who you are. Stay true to yourself. Be authentic. Nothing about this penthouse is authentic to my roots. I hope you guys get me. This epidemic has been fueled by the Western world going through life trying to define the question, who am I? And people have been trying to find themselves by asking, who am I? And seeking out things that are like them. They think that's not for me. This is for me. These people are like me. These people are not like me. I associate with this thing. I am this type of person. And the sense of self and sense of character gets very strong and defined over time. And we form an identity and build our entire lives around this thing that we confirm its existence. The issue is, as humans, it's natural to desire more than who we are. And we dream of improving and growing. And we form this image of our desired self. However, that's when all the conflict comes, because now every time that we try to go become this desired self, we are desiring something that is out of alignment with our current self. And that's when the chaos comes, because our lives are paralyzed with ourselves dreaming, and we're full of regret about who we could have been. And if you want to become a better version of you that is contradicting who you are right now, two different people. The bold, powerful, makes a ton of money versus the passive, believing that those who make money are greedy. Those are two different people. And when you feel fear when you're about to do something, it's because it isn't in alignment with that old self. And the removal of the static self for becoming the 10.0 version of you. Be yourself, stick to your roots, don't lose yourself in the pursuit of success. Have you ever stopped to think about who you really are? What is this thing that they call the self? The self doesn't exist. It's merely you are clinging on to your old identity, built up of stories about your past. See, every person in this world wants to improve and grow, and that's impossible when you don't want to lose yourself. It's been my observation the only way to achieve success is to become the person who deserves it. When you deserve $100 haircut clients, you will get them in abundance. And when we become this new person, we are no longer our old self. This is the issue with the Western philosophy. We believe we are something when we aren't anything. The only question that is important is, who are we becoming? Who am I is the static self, meaning our identity, me in that basement in Ohio around people who are doing hard drugs. That's the old, as if I was just this one person for my entire life existence. Born this way, couldn't change who I was. I had to accept it and deal with it and do not try to be something else other than a drug addict who grew up in a small, impoverished town. Stay true to my roots, be authentic. Don't forget your roots. Don't forget where you came from. This is me. This is who I am, bound by the limits of this town, this small-minded thinking. I'm unable to do anything that conflicts with it. But then we have a new 10.0 becoming self. There's a version of you before you were even born that is so great you can't even fathom it. That's who we are becoming. We're born into an environment and then we become the byproduct of our thoughts, choices, and actions. And we can be whoever we want to be and achieve whatever we want to achieve. We can be whoever we want to be and don't have to feel bad about losing ourselves in the process, because the self doesn't exist. It's an illusion clinging to a past identity built up of stories and programming from our past.